Hello, welcome to today's dev update. We've been working on a lot of changes behind the scenes to include gameplay efficiency, network improvements. We've done a lot of work around, being able to take out your weapons effectively every time, even with network delay, being able to execute your combos efficiently. We made a lot of tweaks to like animations and effects. We've added some new features such as the back-end guild system is working entirely. We're still working on a few things like change like ranks of like members and stuff, but guild invites, guild systems all working effectively. The event system's working effectively. We've improved the map, so now it actually looks like a map and actually shows you points now. We've also implemented a full teleport system and discovery system, so now you can discover points. It'll give you XP. And when you discover a point, you can then use the teleporter to teleport to that point. So there's points around the map that you can discover. And so you can use the teleporter, you can go to locations. You can actually see locations on the map. You just click them. It's going to teleport you there. So now we have a world teleporter system that allows you to kind of teleport around the map easier, get around faster when you've discovered the location. So, points of interest will have discovery locations. We have a player tracking system now, which we're going to integrate into the website here soon. It tracks things like kills, death, PvP kills, quests completed, currency, whether you're online or offline. And we're going to display leaderboards and stuff like that on the website, especially for like testing and stuff. The full backend guild system, which all these are external to the server. These are running servers in a Kubernetes cluster that scale horizontally to not like impact gameplay. We have a new charging animation and sound, so it's not annoying. It looks better. We have changed it so that it's no longer toggle, sprint, walk, run. It's you walk until you hold sprint, and then your stamina drains. A little rebounding there, so we have a little more improvements to do on the network system. But so now you can walk easily and run easily. We fixed all of the movement bugs that were discovered in the last couple of playtests, so all of those are cleaned up. The movement, the killing, the questing, all of it's been cleaned up, so it's very, very smooth now. It works quite well. We're going to pull out here. We've added respawnable destructible props. I still need to add, have them drop like currency and stuff when you destroy them. But for now, we're testing that system as well. I have also added this nifty, cool magic sword, which shoots pressure waves from the sword, which is super cool. We have fixed a lot of the UI stuff where you click the button and it wouldn't apply. So that's all better now. So now it works much, much better. Still a little laggy sometimes, but overall efficiency has been improved quite a bit. We have the guild system here. You can create a guild. We're going to name it Holy Hand Grenades. And we're still making improvements here. Like the UI is just very basic for now. And then we'll give our tagline, "Do not pass 3." So you can create a guild. You can invite players to your guild. Soon you'll be able to manage their permissions. So it looks like maybe I did something I didn't like. Oh, no, we just didn't update the UI. Okay. So still some improvements to make there, but you see I'm the guild master. You can click invite. You can find players. These two are already in the guild. It'll show you all players that aren't in the guild that are online. So that's super cool. The pressure sword is super cool. It shoots now where you look too. So the pressure wave sword is super cool. For some reason I didn't notice it's shooting 2 now. I'll fix that. But yeah, so it's just a way to like add some extra depth to like physical melee gameplay. So I like that a lot. We've also been working on, like I said, the no damage zone. So like inside this town you can't be damaged. If you're in a guild together you can no longer be damaged. And there's also a PvP zone set up around this town where if you're under level 10 you can't be damaged in PvP. So we've already implemented that. We've tested it. It's working quite well. That's one thing we're going to tweak a little bit. We're going to add the group system soon. And then we're going to add the siege system from the backend server. And then once we're done with that, we'll add a few more features. We're going to be adding the warehouse, the auction house, mail system, and then the chat backend. They're all going to be external servers so we don't bog down the server. And then we'll be also focusing on a few of the network upgrades to make it a little bit smoother and make sure that everything is 100% reliable as we expect. But overall, from the previous test, it's night and day, 1,000 times better than what it was. And we fixed a shit ton of like the bugs, like UI bugs and flow bugs and things like that, just in general in the game. And we've improved a good majority of the systems to be more reliable. There's still some things we have to do, more network improvements we can do. more improvements around mob behaviors. We've even cleaned that up some too. So, they always aggro you even if you're at a distance if you damage them, things like that. That's been improved. The event system now gives you rewards with the reward system display and everything. So that's been improved. See, there's a shield here. It demonstrates like that's the event area. So when you go in the event area, it's going to show a screen like your participation, what round it's on. And if you kill some mobs, which we'll do here, when it's ended, you'll get a reward based on your participation. There's bronze, silver, gold. For bronze and silver, you'll just get coins. But if you get gold, you'll get an item as well. It's a random item from a list, which is super cool. So we've done a lot of work around that. A lot of work around like just as you see the combos actually work now successfully every time. So the gameplay, the fighting is 1,000 times better and smoother, which is super awesome to see. Because it was kind of like crappy before. So we made a lot of fixes to that, a lot of fixes to the general system. This is just a test map that we're testing. Some improvements like the weather system, the sky, you can see the stars look much better. The nighttime looks much better, it's not so dark. So we've made a lot of improvements just around smoothness, efficiency, added new systems. And really the only main features that we have left are to integrate the full siege system, and then we have to integrate the auction house, the warehouse. The warehouse is there, we just have to improve it. And then we have to integrate the chat system, the mail system, the pet system, and the summon skills. And then really the founding of a town system, which is mostly there. And then we'll be mostly feature complete. And we're gonna implement a few more things, like we're gonna have a fist weapon that allows you to shoot energy blast, like certain animes, which I won't name, and fight hand-to-hand combat, which will be super cool. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are coming that are going to make it more fun, more engaging. And then once we get all the features done, we'll do another major pass at like improving efficiency. We'll need to do a large-scale test of players at that point. But behind the scenes, we've been working quite a bit to ensure that the game really plays well and turns out well, and these systems are implemented well. The first couple of tests were just to kind of see where the systems were, to gauge what we need to do, and they give us a good starting point. So now we have a really good idea. That's why we've improved so much stuff, and we're going to continue to refine that. We want to complete the features after these initial passes of refinement, and then we'll go back to refine again. And then as we've been doing this, also the main world's been being built out as well. So there's a lot of progress being made there. The next tests are going to be on the test maps. We don't want to show off the new world until a little more of it's done, like a little more of the quest line in progress, maybe through like level 20 is done. We've added some new mounts, things like that. So yeah, stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more changes coming out soon. There's going to be some more tests in Discord soon. And yeah, man, take a look. You guys will like it. We've been working really hard to make this just a really well-polished, fun game, and working on those back-end systems. So yeah, drop us a comment, drop us a like, subscribe, join our Discord, let us know what you think, give us feedback, ask to be a tester. We're open. We love you guys. Thank you so much.